I'm only human.
Yeah, I forget that sometimes.
I
I knew that was going to be the line.
Yes,
I knew
good.
that was what you were going to go with. I knew it. I was prepared.
You were prepared. I
I'm
was
like
wondering.
Batman. I had prep time.
I was wondering if you was like, I was trying to think, what should be the opening, and then when that little exchange happened, I was like, all right, that'll be a good one. Let's see if Scott responds, and you did. So
I
good
know
job.
you.
It's Wine Wednesday too, by the way.
I know, and I've got the glass, but the bottle is upstairs and it's not open. I just wasn't prepared.
Yeah. It's all good, man. It's all good. But welcome everybody to DC Fan-imated. I'm, of course, Dave the Film Junkie. With me, as always, Mr. Scott McClellan. And we are here to talk some Batman Beyond this April Moon.
Which I said last week. I was like, wait a minute, this title is familiar.
Yeah.
It was one of those, like in the first 30 seconds, went, yep, I remember this episode. Like it was as soon as I saw the crew, I was like, I knew all the beats, I knew the twist. Like I was like, it all came back. I was like,
it all came flooding back.
This episode
didn't really come flooding back for me. I don't know why.
Really?
Like some things seem familiar, but yeah. And then the twist, the twist was like, oh, I remember the twist hit me. But yeah, for some reason, like a lot of the other, like the beats and stuff, I was like, but I remember like when we'll get to that.
We'll get into it. Yeah.
And so good to see you, Eric. Is it just me, or was the leader of the bad crew here set up in a previous episode? No. Yeah, they just kind of start. Yeah, they seem similar, but
no, this is Harold is aka Bullwhip. No, he is a one-off for this episode, but no.
Yeah. And then Mr. Venom, good evening, everyone. Good evening to you too. We got Conan. Did you survive Snowmageddon?
All right. The worst part was when I went into work that morning, it was 19 degrees outside.
Yeah. Oof. That's cold.
Yeah, there was no ice on the roads whatsoever. It snowed while I was at work. And so I could look outside and just see the snow, but no, because I had to be at work at 7 that morning, and I left early. Like, what if the ice? And then I get to work an hour and a half early because no, there was nothing. It was just 19 degrees outside. So no.
I mean, obviously, when it comes to media and stuff, they always overdo everything to make it sound like, oh my God, buckle down. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't bad. I know it, like, a lot of people got some inches and stuff, which sound yep. Well, take that with however you want to take that. I said, yeah,
whatever you need to do to stay warm. I understand.
Exactly. A lot of people cuddling this past weekend for sure. No, but but it's just, I saw some people go, wait a minute, I thought it was supposed to be like, and some people were like, it's actually not even bad. And I'm like, yeah, it's usually how it is, but you never know with weather, you just never know with weather. And, some places got hit hard and some places, were fine. So,
well, fine as in it was freaking cold.
Yeah, freaking cold, of course. But and meanwhile, I'm over here, California, just going, it's 68 degrees.
oh, lovely. Well, right now, let me see what have we warmed up to at this point. It's 35 right now, but yeah, today the high was 48, and that was like a balmy 48 we were enjoying today.
It's it's 56 right now where I'm at. And it's actually going to hit 80 degrees in the next
couple of days. I'm not seeing. We're supposed to get more like Friday. We're supposed to get like another cold blast down here. So
I saw that Florida, and Eric, I know you're out there. Florida is supposed to get some snow, some flurries, and some, like, in certain spots that I haven't seen snow in for like a decade. I don't know. It's been a while. That's for damn sure. So. Yeah, it's making its way down to Florida, which is crazy. I'm just glad it's not coming around
today. In southeastern history, today is the 12th anniversary of what we refer to as Snowmageddon, because it was a big deal. It is the epitome of that Clerks line. I wasn't supposed to be here today.
Yeah.
Because I got stuck and I had to spend the night at my school that I was teaching at, even though I had a sub and I wasn't even supposed to be at the school. But it was safer to be at the school than on the roads with all the idiots.
Of course,
but it was one of those. It was one of those situations where we had a little bit of snow. The ground was warm enough that it melted, but then temperatures dropped and it flash froze. And when snow fell on top of it, so there was snow that then created a layer of ice on the roads. And basically, I didn't get home until Thursday, and this happened on a Tuesday. So like it happened Tuesday morning. I never made it back to my own house until Thursday afternoon. Jeez. It took that long for the roads to melt. So it's the trauma. Liam wasn't even a year old. We were separated from him for the first time because he was at his daycare. Oh my God, the hysterics of Heather trying to calm her because we both got stuck at our respective schools. Man, January of 2014 is not a time I will quickly forget.
Oh man, that sounds awful. Sounds awful, but yeah. So yeah, be careful out there. Even though because apparently another system is like coming in, and yeah, even Eric in the chat is saying like, I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, it's
that's the appropriate response.
Yeah, it's appropriate response because I mean I don't know how many times like we get promised like, oh yeah, there's like this tropical storm that's off the Pacific Ocean. We're gonna be getting some like crazy thunder and lightning, and I'm like ooh, and then all of a sudden you get a couple little flickers, couple little rumbles, and then that's it. I'm like blue balls, blue balls.
Yes,
not what I was promised. Yeah, because I love me a good thunderstorm. Fuck. And that's what I mean. I remember when I lived back in Alabama when I was a kid. Man, my mom has like home videos of her like recording.
Oh, dude, we get thunderstorms like nobody's business.
Oh, yeah. They were like, I mean, and they were so cool. Like, I remember my mom has, like I said, she has home videos where she just would go out there with her movie or video camera and just, record it all. And then you hear my, happy ass in the background. Whoa! Yeah. My high voice and stuff. So I wonder if she still has those. Probably. Anyways. All right. Yeah. So we're talking about April Moon. And I already feel like I'm going to be disappointed in myself that I don't know two of these voices. Am I?
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah,
I'm like, they sound familiar, but I couldn't pinpoint them.
Oh, God. One of them I knew immediately, didn't have to wait for the credits. I was like, yep.
Okay.
Two of them were discoveries when I looked at the credits, but no, there's one that's like
the one. Okay, give me a hint. I mean, is this Caruso?
Yes, Caruso. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I figured. Okay, give me a little hint.
Oh God, what hint can I give? I mean, long time character actor. We've actually heard his voice before. He showed up in the Clayface two-parter back in Batman the Animated Series.
Fuck. I mean, at first he sounded like Bruce Boxleiter or whatever the hell.
No, not him. No.
I know. At first I was like, is that him? Is that Bruce? No, it's not him. Just tell me.
Ed Begley Jr.
That's who that was?
Yes.
Of course it was him. Yeah. No, I should have pinpointed that one. God damn.
Yeah, that was the other two you might feel a little but you'll be okay. Ed Begley Jr. was the one that was sitting there going, it was like 5, 4. Oh, that's Ed Begley Jr. Okay. Like that's the one that I was sitting there going, I just need him to keep talking. And then I went, yep. Within the first scene when he shows up, I was like, that's who that is. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, okay, so and then we have what? Harold Bullwhip.
He wasn't anybody. He was a comedian. His name is I looked him up. He's done some like Reno 911 or something, but nothing that I think Johnny Nash was his name.
Johnny Nash. No. Okay.
What
were the other ones?
Okay, we'll just go ahead and hit those.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, so Nux, who is the young kid who's got the robo fists, not the big guy who gets the whole like goes like Juggernaut, but like the guy who's got like the big fists. That's Johnny Galecki.
Oh, jeez, nice. Didn't recognize that. That's funny, and that's of course Big Bang.
Big Bang Theory. Yes. The other one is April. Did you recognize her?
No, it sounded familiar though.
Yeah, it was Daphne Zuniga.
Daphne Zaninga.
Princess Vespa from Spaceballs.
Oh, yes. I was like, I know that name. Yeah, she's returning to
She is
play
returning. Yes.
for Prince. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I can hear that now. Dang. Well, there you go. There's the voices. There are no other voices, right?
No, there's no other
Yeah,
voice.
that was like the
No.
main. But I knew I was like, yeah, Dr. Caruso or what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Corso, you're right. You got that.
yeah,
Yeah,
Corso. His
Corso,
name's
Corso,
Corso. Yeah, yeah.
Corso.
And I knew he sounded like somebody, and there it was, Ed Begley Jr. And then I thought maybe Harold was somebody, but
I thought he was too, but
he
then I looked
sounded
him
like
up.
sounded more like familiar than some of the others. Maybe he's just been in something. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, we get into it. Well, first off, this episode, man, they got heavy with the jazz.
I'm
Little
talking. I am talking like there was no like there was no electric guitar. It was straight up noir. Which works because the plot is such a noir plot.
It really is.
I mean, I learned a great quote this week that I wanted to share because it really ties in. So, do you know who James Ellroy is?
Sounds familiar. James Ellroy.
He's the guy who wrote the book of LA Confidential.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So apparently he once said that the moral of every noir is you're fucked.
That's good. That's good. I
love it because let's be honest, perfect. Like if you watch a noir, it's not, in my opinion, it's like a horror movie. It shouldn't have a happy ending. Like
there's
you should be fucked over when you
somebody's getting their guts ripped out. Somebody's double crossing somebody. It's always
you're gonna be drunks in a ditch somewhere. I mean, I even shared that quote on X, and I put a GIF from the end of Chinatown where the cop walks up to Jack Nicholson and goes, "Forget about it, Jake. It's Chinatown." It's like
no, that's a good quote right there, man. Because anything noir, you go, it never should end happy.
No, it shouldn't. I mean, even the protagonist should be. It's once again, like I say with horror, the protagonist should be damaged or dissatisfied. Like it's like the really great. It's like the really great noir, like the Bogart movies, where you get to the end, even when the detective solves the case, it's not like everyone's happy. It's not like anything's going to be okay. You just figured out how fucked up everybody is by the end of the case.
So something like that. I know. And then you said even like horror shouldn't be like that. I mean, it's like the first Evil Dead, Ash comes out of the cabin, the sun is out, and he's like, I survived. And then what happens? And that camera thing starts zooming in on him, and then he turns around, and then it's just the credits roll. It's like, and Sam Raimi is known for doing that. He loves to have those. He doesn't want to have happy endings. He even did that with Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. He did like an Evil Dead type of ending where it was like, you kind of saw like the eyeball formed. But of course, they had to do like a kind of like a different ending to be like, hey, we got a new character here, which is like shit. Anyways, I love that though.
Yeah, but the music was just so cool. You got the saxophone and you had the drums, and it was a clarinet in there. Like it was just so jazzy.
Yeah, we've had Batman the Animated Series that has had some of that in there. So I'm glad that
like the music, because remember we talked about when we did A Bullet for Bullock.
Yeah, totally.
And because that episode, remember we talked about how that one won an Emmy for the music. But that's the kind of that low.
Yeah. It's like okay, cool. I mean, and it works even with the the neo-punk like aesthetic. It's just like it still worked. It still worked.
It really did vibe. It really did vibe with the episode. But I'm glad it stood out to you like it did to me, because it really just kind of sets the stage of it. This is going to be a different kind of Batman Beyond episode. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal that like I was all in on this episode, like especially as I started going, I remember this episode now. I knew why the title was familiar, but I loved the idea of this crew of these cybernetically enhanced punks, basically, because it's not like we're not talking about like the Royal Flush Gang here or anything. Like it's street punks who got themselves some cyberpunk, enhancements. And I'm sorry, that one dude with like the chainsaws that come out of his kneecaps.
I use him in the thumbnail.
Yeah, I know you used him in the thumbnail. That dude.
Yeah.
That dude just freaked me out. Like
it's pretty freaky. I mean, not only do they come out of his like wrists, they come out of his knees. It's like it's pretty creepy. But yeah, they show up to this jewelry store to, of course, hey, it's time to do a robbery. And they got to do and of course we see all their different enhancements. Yeah, there's like one guy who just basically looks like he gets the whole thing and he could just ram right through things. And
I forgot what he had a weird. I saw his name in the credits. It was weird. It didn't make any sense to me. I just called him Juggernaut because
Juggernaut almost looked like the Hammer of Barivia too. Like when it came to the new.
Oh
Superman.
yeah.
Had a similar helmet,
Yeah.
But yeah. So we got that, and then of course like the guy with like the fists, and then of course
Nux was his name.
Yeah, Nux. Yeah. Then we got Bullwhip, who just basically has robotic
whiplash.
Yeah, basically whiplash, like how it was like in Iron Man 2. Or
Omega Red. You've got some options there.
There's some comparisons you could put out there. So naturally they're gonna break into the safe, and they using their enhancements, and then guess who intervenes? We got Batman that intervenes. Yes. And yeah, I mean, we have there's a lot of action in this episode, a lot of fighting between Batman and these guys. So yeah, we get a nice little fight scene, and it establishes that they are so much enhanced that Batman's getting he's getting his ass handed to him. And they successfully, before the cops get there, they take what they can and they leave. But of course a little like part of the guy with the chainsaw prosthetic.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is, but Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man. There we go. Yeah, like part of his like a motor or something.
It was a motor servo from his knee because Terry gets like does a number on his leg, and so that servo. Because he also can't move his leg now, so it's basically like he had his knee knocked out, and so they do have to like pick him up and like drag him out of there. But Terry, as we said, as he's continued to grow as a detective, he sees it. And he's like, that's gonna be helpful. That's gonna be helpful. Yeah,
that's something that Bruce is gonna go ahead and figure out, which he does very quickly.
But at least there's nice exposition for why.
Yes.
Because it's the same tech that's in the suit.
Yes. That was cool. But yeah, like because we cut to the next scene, and of course Bruce is like got it under the microscope, and he's like, oh yeah, Dr. Peter Corso, basically created some of this technology, and Bruce used that for the suit. So yeah, it's a quick scene, but again, 22 minutes. Guys, you gotta just go.
It's kind of funny when he was talking about Dr. Corso, he talked about how the technology was being used for patients with prosthetics. There was and it was in the suit. It kind of reminded, and I've called back to this series before, one of those great, Fox sci-fi shows that lasted like 1 or 2 seasons, that aired before the X-Files.
Yeah.
But and Sam Raimi produced, so we can tie back to the Sam Raimi comment, was Mantis.
I never watched Mantis.
Oh, dude, you need to watch Mantis, because that was the one that had Carl Lumley, whose voice we've heard a lot of in the show, and we'll hear later when he plays Martian Manhunter in Justice League. He plays a paraplegic billionaire who builds a suit that allows him to walk, but it also like enhances his strength, and then his superpowers he would shoot.
Oh yeah, I do remember seeing like the commercials for it. I just never watched it.
It was a fun superhero show. It had Batman vibes because he had a cave and he had a flying car, a car that actually kind of reminds you of like what the Beyond Batmobile is like.
Yeah,
but he would shoot like the little darts that would paralyze whoever they stuck. So it was kind of a he's a paraplegic who would shoot darts that paralyze other people. It's a cool show. I can highly recommend if you just want some nice cheesy 90s sci-fi superhero action. It's a fun show. But when he was talking about the servos and the it just gave me Mantis vibes, because by the way, Mantis was an acronym. Like it stood, like each letter,
it was like
it stood for
That's cool.
Actually, I really, now that I say that,
what does Mantis stand for?
What does Mantis stand for?
Something, I don't know. Mechanical machine, I don't know. That I'm just thinking about what the M would actually be. But but of course, that's obviously, like, when they're, Bruce is looking up that, he's like, well, you better make better pay a visit, because obviously knows where he's at. What does it mean?
Oh, mechanically augmented neurotransmitter interception system.
Say that 3 times twice.
I know, because there was a TV movie, and then when it went to the series, they changed it to mechanically augmented neurotransmitter interactive system, which I think that makes better. That's better for the series. But yes, it was here's the thing. Oh, here's connections. Co-created by Sam Raimi and Sam Hamm.
Sam Hamm, who's that again?
He's the guy who wrote Batman 89. He's the screenwriter for Batman 89.
I knew that name because I did that freaking
video. Yes.
Yeah, I was like, I know that name. Yeah, that's funny. So there you go. Comes full circle. But and then of course we get to Dr. Corso, Peter Corso, who's in bed, can't sleep. Gets a knock at the door, and naturally it is, it's the group, because they're bringing the chainsaw man. Chainsaw man to get repaired, and then we start getting a little bit, and this is what's cool with the with the storytelling, which is the fact that it's like, we know that they have something on them, because obviously Harold goes, hey, well, he doesn't want to talk about it with the other group around after he fixes the chainsaw man, and he's like, hey, I got something for you, and he holds out some jewels, and he's like, no, you know what I want, but we don't, but they don't give it away, which is kind of cool. We don't know exactly,
but there's great foreshadowing, because when he wakes up, before he wakes up, we see the picture on his nightstand.
Yes, very true, very true. So yeah, you can already kind of assume, if you caught that, you'd be like, oh, they probably took his woman, how dare they. But so of course he does all that. They leave, and then I love this, like, I love it where you're getting like that noir. You're still getting the noir type of music. He's going out, looking out the window. First off, I'm like, why is your window fully open, dude?
True.
Because it's just like kind of funny, because he's looking out, and then he's looking up at the moon, and then all of a sudden, like, Batman just like flies up, and then just and then starts questioning him about, like, what exactly is going on and all the stuff. And and then he talks.
Doc has got one of those little injector guns, and like,
totally gets him. And then Terry, when he wakes up, he's cleaned out the whole place. He's just gone. And then of course we get Terry talking to Max, and he's just, of course, beating himself up, saying, I screwed up. You're looking at somebody who messed up, and blah, blah, blah. And then Max, of course, being the one that's being level-headed, is like, hey, well,
you're not dead.
Yeah, he could have, like, totally killed you. You realize that, right? So it's like, yeah, good point. He was, like, knocked out long enough for Corso to just completely, like, clean out as much as he can and relocate. So yeah, that whole time he could have just taken a literal chainsaw to his freaking head, just cut it right off. But he didn't. So, and then
Max has the great idea of, well, okay, we know he's a doctor who specializes in people who need prosthesis. So she's basically, well, he's a doctor. Let me ring his service and say, I need help, or I know someone who needs help or something.
Yeah, and then we see, like, where he's being relocated, in some warehouse, of course, and then Harold's there and being a dick and everything, as he is. And then of course Corso gets the phone call saying about emergency, and he's all, yeah, I can finally do some good for a change. So they're really establishing like, hey, yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He doesn't want to do this, but there's that reason, and we know that reason. And then of course he goes off and to like some hotel, and then I love it how like Batman is just like underneath the sheets.
Yeah, they're just stuck underneath the covers.
Yeah, and he just like bursts out of the covers, and then of course holds him back and say like no more tricks on this one. And then
I love how Terry grabs him, like shoves his head into the mattress.
Yeah. And then we start getting, more of like, this is where we start getting and again, very noirish, the flashbacks of like when
because we even get like the dissolve.
Yeah. And then he's like working on something, and April brings him like a bowl of like, well, it's not Frosted Flakes, but
it's basically, but we can assume that's what it is. Flaky flakes is what they called it.
Yeah. And of course we get like the whole flirtation thing, and then he's like, and then of course he's looking all like, and you're like, falling in love. And then they do the whole thing where like jump ahead. He's like, hey,
only 2 weeks, but it was only like 2 weeks.
Yeah, wasn't long.
No.
And then of course, like, hey, can you clean this beaker? And then of course he puts like a ring in there, and then it's all that kind of thing and everything. And then of course there's like when he comes home one day, was it at the house or was it at the lab? It was the lab.
I think they indicate that his lab is in his house.
Okay, that makes sense. And then of course, that's where this little group shows up and basically, has kidnapped her, broken in, and everything's a mess. And then of course they're like, we'll get her back to you if you give us some enhancements. So basically, doing all that, holding her hostage. So we get all of that, of course, and
because they established that Harold knows Dr. Corso because he was a patient.
Yes,
he had his wrist reconstructed, but then started pushing the idea of more.
Yeah, because it's just it's like when people say they get tattoos, they just end up getting more. And maybe not quite the same, but I'm just saying. It was the first thing that came to my brain. Anyways, because I don't have tattoos, but I just hear about that. People go like, yeah, once I got one, I couldn't stop. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's like plastic surgery. That's what this is more like. This is like,
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, man, it's funny how like there's sometimes when you see, I mean, it's not just with actresses or, female celebrities, but it's mainly that, of course, but you'll see that in like male actors. So, I mean, how we're looking at you, God, we just mentioned Whiplash, Iron Man.
Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, Mickey Rourke. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, that guy, holy Lord. I mean, way too much. But it's also funny when like you see like, oh yeah, I could tell you've had work done, but it's not that noticeable. And I'm like, there was an actress recently that I saw. She was in something, and she was you watched Scrubs, right?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. Well, there was like she was in Scrubs, and she was also in Cougar Town and Drew Carey show, and she's like in something now. And I saw her, I was like, she looks familiar, and I was like, oh yeah, it's her. I can't remember her name, but I was like, oh yeah, she's got a little something done, but it wasn't that like bad. Like it wasn't lips just or something.
Right.
Yeah, but it was like, oh yeah, she's had a little bit, just enough. There's nothing wrong. I guess just enough. But then, like you said, sometimes
it becomes an addiction.
Look at Madonna. My God. She just, geez, she looks like an alien now.
Yeah. No, it's one of those, it's like, go back and watch her on Body of Evidence. Like that was like Body of Evidence, Dick Tracy. You were
Suddenly Susan. Come on. No.
Desperately seeking Susan.
Suddenly Susan was a Brooke Shields sitcom in the 90s.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Right there with Judd Nelson. My mom used to watch that. No, it was a good sitcom. It was a good sitcom. But she was, I mean, Madonna was just, and then, all the way until, and then all of a sudden she just started doing that stuff. And then, anyways, but that's what it's kind of like. So obviously, so we get that, all the little flashback stuff. And then Corso mentions that, just like, the guy, people who designed the Death Star, you got to put a fail safe in something, right? You got to do something. You got to make a little weak point. There's
Which
always
is funny because once again, the script is very well written because back in the original scene when Bruce was examining the motor servo, he indicated that there was something different about this piece versus the original pieces that were in the suit, and he wanted to examine the modifications. So if you're paying attention, when Dr. Corso brings up the failsafe, you can draw the line from A to B going, oh, that's what Bruce noticed. What Bruce was noticing originally is this failsafe that Corso was talking about right now. Now, the one thing, however, I thought was interesting is when Corso shows the picture of April, and I thought it was interesting that Terry is the one who goes, the movie in the background, oh, like the old song. And I'm like, okay, Terry, how do you know old jazz standards? Like, I
thought that was kind of cool because
it's cool, but I just expect Terry to be able to pull that reference.
And that's what's kind of that. Yeah, I know. I noticed that too. Or it's just like Terry, he struggles a little bit when it comes to studying and all that kind of stuff. But again, he's got he stuff from that maybe his mom or maybe even his dad like played that song or something like that. But yeah, but then of course it's like, oh yeah, he said the title of the episode, and it was like, okay, that's cool. Yeah,
what's really funny though, do you know the song?
I don't know the song. I mean, I've heard the
what's
song,
hilarious. But this is once again, kind of go back. The song is a Torch song. It's about a dude whose girl left him and cheats on him. Like,
oh well,
which is great because it's almost also like a wink that if you actually know the song, it's like, oh, like, I know where this is going.
Yeah, you can wait till you see what happens here.
I know. I'm sorry. In my mind's like, that was our song, and I'm like,
why would that be your song?
Why would it be your song?
Yeah, see, I couldn't remember. Like, I was like, I know that's a song, but I'm like, I have no idea. Like,
oh my god, it's such a my baby left me, heartbreak kind of song. It's it's not even a revenge song because in jazz standards you've got the revenge song, that's the usually it falls along the line that you broke my heart, so I can't wait till somebody breaks yours. And then there's also the almost like a bad country, like the country song, which is my baby left me, and this is one of those jazzy my baby left me songs. So it's just
I'll have to look it up after this.
Oh, if you get any of those music subscription services, I found a really good version that was sung by Bobby Caldwell. So that's
nice.
that's a good one because you type in April Moon. There's a lot of songs called April Moon. It might not even be a lot of different versions of the same song.
Yeah,
but I would recommend if you want a really good one, look up the Bobby Caldwell recording.
Okay.
It's very classic Torch songy. My baby left me. Yeah, but so it just was really funny. Like, wow, that's your song.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
That's not a good one. No.
You don't want that to be your song. But again, it's foreshadowing.
It's foreshadowing. Yes.
But of course, and then of course the group shows up, coming through the door. And we get another full on fight scene that's happening. And again, Batman's just getting his ass handed to him. And of course, Corso has to play he
tried me. Thank you for saving me.
Doing that whole thing. So, and then, I mean, Batman is just like, Terry's just getting his ass handed to him when it comes to, just being bounced around by all 3 or 4 of them, I should say. But then, Terry just being smart, he, when he's basically down to getting, when he's being held by the dude who looks like Juggernaut, he just he just in time before he pulled him up, he pulled out, a smoke bomb. And just kind of let it out, and
it was more of a flashbang.
Yeah, it was more like a flashbang, and then of course, and then he, gets out of the grip of the dude, and then just dives out the window. And then I like how, because he's like,
he does like the one wing and
then
the
one
other
wing and then the other one. He doesn't just do and then go. He just like, and then he gets out of there. And and then of course they're like, yeah, look at him run and blah 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 and everything like that. But but at the same time, it's like, no, well, I just got to regroup. He didn't run. Yeah, he did, because it's like, I'm getting my ass handed to me. But now I'm just gonna, all right, let me just do my detectiveness. I can't defeat these guys. They're too enhanced. So now I'm just gonna follow them. And he does. He follows them. And
of course, Batmobile. I like that.
Yes, and then of course he's talking to Bruce, and then Bruce mentions that, oh yeah, the failsafe is voice activated.
Yeah,
and then right there you go, oh yeah, I wonder when he starts saying
what the code phrase is.
Yeah, it's probably something pretty personal. And Bruce says like, gee, I wonder what the fuck, what's it gonna be? Possibly April Moon, of course.
But once again, they don't tell you. I just like it says, it would be a code phrase, not something that would come out in normal conversation. Probably something personal to the Doctor.
And it's like ding, 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 ding.
But Terry doesn't figure it out right then.
Of course not.
Of course not. We have to keep the suspense going. But I also like when Bruce like, I figured out what the circuitry is, and Terry like, it's a fail safe. It was like, okay.
You figure out what it is? I'm only human. I keep forgetting. So yeah, it's funny. So yeah, and then of course we get him showing up, follow them to like this little secret little place that I guess their little hideout place.
Yeah.
And then Corso like followed, and then Corso,
Terry,
he followed Terry, yeah. And like, it's funny because like Dr. Corso was like, oh yeah, you did this, you did that, to follow him, and then blah blah blah. And then this is where this is where we're gonna jump in, because this is where the twist happens. And it's like one of those like, oh man. And it's like, poor Terry's like, dude, don't
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, pretty much. But this is it right here.
So what'd you bring?
And there you go.
Hope it's something good.
Just a little number I picked up this morning. Bet the doc never gave you anything like this.
He could never afford to.
Music for me.
Because she goes from being like nurse to looking all like leather and trampy.
Yes.
Okay. So I've got a question for you. For you.
Somebody's out there.
My because they never spell it out in the episode. My interpretation was that she was a honeypot the entire time.
Yes. Oh yeah, 100%. Like she was trying to go for
Like this was Harold playing. This was Harold playing the long game.
Yes. Playing the long game. Like she didn't turn now.
Right. No, she was a plant the entire time. Like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Because they knew, like, oh yeah, he's this. And then we get more fighting with all these guys, and Terry just takes them out as best he can. that good jazzy music.
Hey, mind if I cut in? Be my guest. Finish them all.
Mind if I cut in?
Oh God, puns. The puns.
Oh, the puns are fun.
And I like it. Like as you just like, I love how you see the recognition. Like, oh, that's the phrase.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. April Moon.
And I remember this distinctly. I remember everything just like coming, like everything just coming apart.
Yeah.
Because all the pieces, like this dude, like he loses everything. He loses everything.
He's like a
mannequin.
Yeah.
April Moon.
And Harold's like, ow. And he's like, nope.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, he figured something out. I'm out of here.
I love this one because like he gets him to like deactivate, and then he just the momentum. He just smashes his stupid head into the wall.
He might be dead or disabled now, but yeah. And then it's like, oh, everybody disappeared. Everybody disappeared. Like, what the heck? Even the doctor.
When I went back to the cellar, the doctor was gone.
Yeah.
I guess I should have spent more time looking for him, but my heart wasn't in it.
I understand. What about
Yeah.
April and Bullwhip?
Gone too. Both of them.
They'll be back.
They'll
They
be
always come back. Tell me something, though. Does Bullwhip know that the doctor saw him with April?
No way. By
Oh,
the time he came out of the townhouse, I'd already put the doctor in the cellar.
Then maybe Bullwhip won't be coming back.
Why do you say that?
yeah. See, Bruce knows.
That
I
love
sure
Bruce
am
going,
glad
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
out of town.
If Bruce like
Jeez.
starts rubbing, he's like, "Oh yeah, the doctor's
yeah,
totally
April.
gonna f this
Don't worry.
dude up."
She's doing fine. Can't wait to see
God.
her again.
See, this is again,
This one
this
last
is like a
thing for me.
perfect noir
She's
type
all
of ending
yours.
right here.
Uh-huh.
Even like a
But
horror
don't just
noir.
repair me. Make me stronger, less
Make me
vulnerable
stronger.
too. And don't hold back. Understand? Understand.
Yeah, I love this shot. Oh, this shot's so good
No holding back.
from his point of view. Just like,
Oh,
yeah.
you are so
Yeah.
screwed. Oh, God.
part of you wants to see what he ends up doing to Meryl.
But for noir, that's
Yeah.
perfect because
Totally.
it's just a fade to black, and you're just like, yep, you got what's coming to you.
Oh yeah. He's gonna make him. Oh yeah, god damn. But then it's like, what happens with April? You know, it's like, but at the
But
same time,
once again, that's noir because
it's very noir.
you don't get everything wrapped up. It's like it's like, okay, I always go back, and for some reason I was thinking about it this past week, but I always talk about that movie from 2003 with Robert Downey Jr. that I love, The Singing Detective. And I remember one of the taglines of that movie was "All questions, no answers."
Yeah, it's true. And I know, and some people might not like that, but at the same time, that's what kind of makes it great. You know, those types of movies great. It's like, yeah, you don't always get the answers, and you know, that's just good storytelling. It made you want more, you know. And it, you know, and there's some stories out there, like you go see movies, you're like, oh yeah, you know, if you didn't just do this part of the story and didn't reveal and give the answers, it probably would have been much, much better, you know.
Yeah,
that happens. It's like
I like things that are open for interpretation.
Yes.
Or, you know, it's just,
you know, and yeah,
I like
mean,
ambiguity. I really like ambiguity.
You know, and that's what I mean. Look at you know, like Christopher Nolan, Inception. Did the top fall over or did it not? And Christopher Nolan's not going to reveal it. They ask him every time in an interview, like when he's promoting a new movie, like the freaking interviewer would be like, so in Inception, the top, like, you know, is he still in the dream or not? He's like, it's up for you to decide if he was or not. You know, that was part of it. It was like, and I love that you come up with it. And I've had discussions with friends who are like, oh, he was in a dream. Oh, but then look, like, remember, he wasn't wearing his wedding ring. And you know, it's like, there's so many things. And I'm like, that's what Christopher Nolan wants.
It does. I know.
That's what a storyteller wants, is for you to pick it apart and try to figure it out, you know? And yeah, I love that shit. But there you go. April Moon.
I really love this episode. This is a great episode.
Absolutely great episode. It's got a great soundtrack. It has a great score. It unfolds nicely.
Michael McCuson. I want to give a shout out to the composer for this episode. So it was Michael for this one.
For sure.
Once again, we're in that era. Shirley Walker is still around and does some episodes, but we're getting to that point where it becomes Michael, Lolita, and Christopher Carter, who become like the trio of the DC animated composers. Like once Shirley retires, those three are like our go-tos, and really they kind of start composing together. You know,
nice.
Yeah.
What do we got next week?
Oh, okay. I remember this episode. Very clearly. But I will tease you by saying that according to IMDb, now I don't personally believe this, but for the record, IMDb has this listed as the worst rated Batman Beyond episode ever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which I don't agree with this. We've seen some dog shit episodes.
Yeah.
So, but next week we're watching Centuries of the Last Cosmos.
Yeah, I was just looking at the and I'm like, this does look familiar to me.
Oh no, you're gonna remember this episode. Yeah.
I think so. There's something familiar about it, but it's deemed the worst Batman Beyond episode by IMDb.
Right, by user ratings.
Oh, okay.
It is the lowest, but it is the lowest rated episode of Batman Beyond. Now, we have watched far worse episodes of Batman Beyond, in my opinion. But I just thought that that's a neat little trivia to go that on IMDb user ratings, this is the lowest rated episode of the series.
That should be interesting. That should be interesting. So what movie are you seeing this weekend?
Oh, send help. Sam Raimi. We were talking about Sam Raimi. So
yeah,
like, no,
I was about to say, of course, that's the right answer right there. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's the only answer.
Only answer. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to it. Again, like what we said, I mean, Sam Raimi has. Did you hear that that there's a Darkman movie?
Yes, I did.
Yes. I was like, okay, but they're having trouble financially, of course. Which is kind of interesting because there was 3 Darkman movies, right?
Yes, there were 3 Darkman.
Yeah,
movies.
The first one was Liam Neeson, and then the next 2 were the dude that played the Mummy in the Mummy series, right? I can't remember his name.
Oh, yeah.
I have to look it up.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but yeah, because those 2 movies, because Liam Neeson did not return for the sequels, and I don't think Sam Raimi even directed them. I think
he did not, and I think they were even, and I may be wrong, but I think they were both direct. They were direct to video. Yeah.
Darkman. It's Jeff. Was that what his name is? What the hell's his name? No, Arnold Vosloo. Arnold Vosloo. That's who it is.
Okay.
Who plays Darkman? Who also played the Mummy in
the Mummy movies.
The Mummy movies, the Brendan Fraser ones. He's been in a lot of things. But I'm kind of curious. I'm like, okay, so is it a Darkman sequel? Is it a reboot? Like, what exactly is it? I mean, and then if they were to do it, we're like, you might as well just try to get Liam Neeson to come back to it. But I don't know. I mean, Darkman is just one of those movies where it's just like, you watch it. I haven't watched it in a long time. I remember seeing the trailer for it. I forgot I don't know. I was a kid. I saw the trailer for it in some movie theater way back when, because this movie came out when did this come out? 1990.
It was like 1990?
Yeah. And I remember seeing this trailer. And I remember thinking, like, I thought it was a horror movie. It looked like a horror movie to me.
Well, and it has some horror movie.
Yeah. Well, it's Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi, yes.
Yeah. Anything that Sam Raimi has a horror element, except for Love of the Game. Even though there's a moment in there where Kevin Costner ends up slicing his fucking hand, that kind of has a horror vibe to it when he's like, did you ever see For Love of the Game?
No, you talked about this. Yeah.
You gotta watch that movie.
Yeah. You know what movie I finally bought on 4K that I still need to watch? It's a Sam Raimi movie, The Quick and the Dead.
Oh, that's right. God damn.
Because he did a Western. Yes.
Dude. That
Gene Hackman, Sharon Stone,
Leo DiCaprio. Young Leo DiCaprio is in that. It's not a bad movie. I haven't seen it in fucking, I don't know. I remember watching it when it was just on HBO. I was like, let me watch this.
It came out on a 4K steelbook, and I went, you know what? Why not?
Why not? No, but yeah, you can't go wrong with Raimi. And when I heard that he had a movie, I remember I was like, I think we heard it a year ago or so that Sam Raimi is fun, because it's been a little bit since we've had a Raimi movie. Trying to remember, I think it's been since Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it had, it's been a bit since we've had a Raimi movie. And when I heard that, we're getting a Raimi movie in 2026, hell yeah, I'm there, of course. And the apparently, like, the writers of this movie was trying to get this thing going for a long time. I saw them post. They were like over here in Burbank. And on the AMC in Burbank, they had like a big poster for Send Help. And there's like 2 writers like, it took us forever to get this. We pitched this to Sam Raimi. Took a while to get the finances and blah, blah, blah. But we're finally here. And I'm like, that's cool. I love that. That.
It's also cool for me because I do kind of have like a girl next door crush on Rachel McAdams.
Who does not? Who doesn't? Ever since Wedding Crashers? My God. I mean,
for me, I saw Wedding Crashers later. So for me, it was I didn't like the movie, but I liked her in it, the time traveler's wife.
Oh, okay. I don't even think I fully watched that movie. I think I wanted to, and maybe I did, and I didn't really. I was like, that's fine. And I know they made like a series with
Yeah,
it.
and the series got canceled. The series was
Yeah,
so good, and then it
yeah,
got
because I think we
canceled.
talked about it, and I
Oh,
was
it
like,
hurt. That hurt because they only made it like halfway through the book.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
because I think like when it came in the movie, I think you even said that the movie just wasn't. You needed more because
you needed more.
there's a lot
Yes.
to the story.
Well, the book
So
is like,
yeah, that's
it's
what
a
you were talking
it's a
about. Yeah.
big book.
Yeah, so it couldn't be condensed into one movie. And yeah, because the movie had
Eric Bana. Yeah.
Eric Bana, and then Rachel McAdams, and then the series had
Theo James.
Theo James, that's who it is. Yeah. Theo James, and I don't even know
Oh,
who the girl was.
she was
But
hot. I'm trying to
yeah, of course.
okay. You're gonna make me look this up because I
Of
just
course.
let's see. Time Traveler's Wife. No, not the movie. I need the
You need the
I need
series.
the series. Oh, there it is. Okay, so drama series. Thank you, Google. So oh yeah. It was the girl who played the north of the wall chick from Game of Thrones. Her name is
Really?
Rose Leslie.
Rose Les. Let me look at her up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Her. Yeah. She's Yep.
Yep.
Redhead.
Yeah.
Redhead.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. I like me a good looking redhead. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways. So yeah, okay. So yeah, we're both gonna go see that. When are you gonna see when's your
My
screening?
plan is to see at 8:00 tomorrow night because I have to do an overnight. And so if I do an 8:00, I can just roll right into my, kind of like I think I did it for Marty Supreme, where I went and saw the movie, and then because I literally the movie theater I'm going to go see it is like literally across the parking lot from my store. So as long as I can get to it in time, that's my plan. Because because of the bad weather, I never made it out to see the Testament of Ann Lee. So I only saw
That's what you were trying to see last week, right?
Yeah, well after Catching Mercy.
Yeah.
So,
How was that?
No, we talked about it.
No.
There's a whole vodka stream where we talked about this, Dave.
No, for some reason I thought the movie was called Catching Mercy. And then I was like, wait a minute, you were catching mercy. And I'm like, that's the movie I saw. My brain literally like almost like time slowed down and went, pew, wait. He meant he was catching mercy and you talked about it. You saw it. Duh. Jesus, that was so funny.
That was hilarious.
Like, how was Catching Mercy? I was like, I don't know. I thought it was like, because there's some random movies out there, and you try to catch I
try to catch some random ones.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. I did, however. Okay, this is not your thing, so just bear with me. But I do want to give a shout out. I watched with Heather because my boss told me, "No, you're gonna watch this movie with your wife," and I went, "Yes, ma'am." And I did enjoy myself, but it's a cheesy rom-com on Netflix. But the people we meet on vacation.
I've heard about that one.
It has some predictability to it.
Of course.
It when you talked about feels like a streaming movie, this one is one of those, oh no, this was made to be a streaming movie kind of rom-com.
Okay, yeah. This is I remember seeing things for this when it comes. Yeah, I don't know who Emily Bader is, but I know Tom Blythe.
You know what? I didn't know who he like.
I've seen him in something.
You know what it was?
Huh?
Well, for me at least, he was young President Snow in the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
There you go. And yeah, that's right. He was also. I think I watched one episode of Billy the Kid. He was Billy the Kid in that series, and I was like, but I didn't. I don't know. I just didn't go along with. I didn't keep going. And then he was also in that one Hunger Games.
Yeah, that was the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Because like I say, he plays young President Snow, who, if you watch the movies, that's who Donald Sutherland plays in the main trilogy. So, and Ray Fiennes will be playing him in Sunrise on the Reaping.
That's cool. Yeah, that's right. Because they're doing like the new one that has younger, like Jesse Plemons is playing. Is he playing Woody Harrelson's character?
No,
No.
Woody Harrelson, the kid you see in the trailer who's like got the long blonde curly
Yeah.
hair, that is Haymitch, who is Woody Harrelson's character. Because the draw for me in this new one is they always hint that Haymitch did something in his Hunger Game that fucked him up,
Oh yeah.
but they never revealed like what went down in his Hunger Game. And so this movie is his Hunger Game.
Okay, so you can see what happens.
You can see what happened. Yes.
And yeah, I know Jesse Plemons, and I forgot which character he's playing. A young, I don't know.
I know because
no, it's Philip Seymour Hoffman's character.
Yes.
Yeah, that's who he's playing. Like, because I watched because I watched all the Hunger Games movies, and yeah, whoever he played, he's playing the younger version of that character.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, man, like Jesse Plemons, he's becoming one of my favorite actors. I don't know if you haven't watched Black Mirror, have you?
No, I have not watched Black Mirror.
God, man, what is up with people that haven't watched Black Mirror? I had like 2 friends, but I was like, I was catching up Black Mirror, and they're like, I've never seen an episode. I'm like, what are you doing? Watch these, because there's like an episode, and then in this past season, there's a sequel to that episode. That has to do with, it's kind of like this virtual reality game thing where it has to do with Star Trek things, and Jesse Plemons is like the main focus in it. And yeah, and then when I was watching the episode this time, I'm like, God damn, Jesse Plemons is just such a good, he plays such a creepy, weird, but then at the same time he can, flip it and be like when he was in Civil War, he was barely in it, but then he was just such like, when he's scratching his face, he goes, and what kind of American are you? Which people have been using that fucking meme and that gif a lot. And then, of course, in Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yes.
He's just got range. And I love the fact that I hope he stays where he's at, where he doesn't have to be the star, but he's just that character that is like, it's Jesse Plemons. He's going to be good no matter how fucking bad this is going to be.
That's the beauty of a good character actor.
Yes. He's such a good character actor. And even though, and then Begonia, he was so fucking good.
No.
So goddamn.
He's married to Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah, good for him. He got MJ.
He gave MJ.
Taking it back to Sam Raimi. There we go.
Yeah, exactly. So so that's if y'all are out there, if you have someone and you just want to, there are some laugh out loud jokes. There are jokes that made me go, I did enjoy myself watching people with me on vacation. So I'm gonna put that out there. It's a rom-com. It's not your thing, Dave. I know that, but hopefully this weekend I can finally catch the rip. I still haven't watched that yet, but I want to so much. But just gotta find the time for that.
I get it. Yeah, it's like one. Yeah, and it's I don't know if Heather's gonna want to watch something.
I've offered, but she isn't jumping at the opportunity, so it's probably going to have to be one of those, when I'm on my own kind of deals.
True that. Well, there you go, guys. That's our movie portion of the DC Fan-Imated stream. Movie talk. We'll look forward to our reviews of Send Help. That's and like I said, follow us on Letterboxd because I've been keeping up.
You have. I finally was catching. Did you notice that I liked your Mercy review?
Yes, you did. So there you go. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up on that. So if you guys are on there, please follow me. Follow Scott as well. Scott's real quick. You're like on your phone already writing your reviews.
Oh, wait, in credits. In credits, I'm there. Because it's perfect because I want to sit through the credits anyway. Yeah. And if there's anyone else in the theater, it's just like y'all can leave now.
I'm just gonna do my thing here. So all right, and then of course, like I said, next week we're watching Centuries of the Last
Cosmos. Yes.
Should be an interesting one. And hit there. Well, first off, promote Scott. Anything you got?
Well, of course, it's just follow me on X at ScottDC27, on Vero at Scott McClellan, Letterboxd, as Dave so graciously said. I do want to give a little bit follow up from something from last week. yesterday morning. Was it yesterday morning? Was it this morning? It was this morning, I think. Sideshow finally charged me my shipping and handling for my armored Batman hot toy.
Yes.
So it is. Its arrival is impending because they don't charge. They literally do not charge you shipping until like it's like in a box and it's almost like
Yeah,
out
it's
the door.
ready to go. Yeah, they got it sealed up. They got your address on it. Yeah. So they're ready to go. Well, that's good.
That's gonna be glorious. Glorious.
I mean, when did you order that thing?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah. That's crazy. It's crazy. Whoo. So yeah. So that, yeah, of course you're gonna do an unboxing video.
Oh,
yeah.
I know I haven't even done one for the Dark Knight Returns one yet, but armored Batman. Oh yeah. That's because that's got a base that comes with it. It's got all the it just there's gonna be too much. It's gonna be too much.
Yes. So exciting. All right. Well, yeah, look forward to that. And yeah, hit that like, thumbs up, guys. Subscribe, do all the things, and we'll either see you next week or, again, or see you on Friday for the vodka stream, which of course we'll have plenty to talk about when it comes to that. Look forward to our reviews.
Hopefully I should.
Yeah, you might. You said you might be able to get to. Yeah, it's always great to have you. We love having you.
If my promotion officially begins Saturday, I get the weekend off, so I start work at my new store on Monday. So it's going to.
Things are looking good.
Things looking good. So yeah, it's plan. I hope to be here. I want to be part of the. I'm sure we're going to do a little send help discussion.
Oh, of course.
And so I plan on being a part of that.
Yeah, no, that's why. Like, I had a feeling that nobody else during the panel was going to see Mercy, and so when you were like backstage, I was like, oh yeah, you're coming on first. We're having a little Mercy discussion. So. Yeah, always have mercy. Yes, Uncle Jesse. Anyways, all right, guys, we love you, and we will talk to you later.